What I find most beautiful about a woman, I find her laughter extremely beautiful. When a woman has a strength in her laugh, when she laughs unabashedly, when she laughs with really her heart and with her stomach, I think that comes across as very genuine and warmth, and you want to be enveloped in it. I'm Kenneth Goh. I'm the editor-in-chief of Harper's BAZAAR Singapore. I think it's important to be current. I think it's important to be now, but at the same time still be true to yourself, that whatever you wear, whatever you put on yourself, you must feel that this looks good on me, regardless of the trend. It's that dare to be different. You know, I have no qualms wearing women's clothing. Women are blessed with so many more options than men, and why only stick to what is supposedly coined for yourself, you know? I think fashion is boundaryless. If you embrace it and you enjoy it, then that's the success of fashion. It's really about enjoying that moment. I think I'm very blessed with a team that's very committed to the product. You know, I've been through hundreds of issues. I styled hundreds of covers. It's really longevity, I think, keeps me interested and motivated with the magazine. And I think the success of the magazine really is about empowering your team. It really, really is about that. You know, how much love and emotion that they give to the product. It really is each individual team member's contribution. And together we create this life that exists for 30 days in this magazine. And of course, you know, now with social media and now with the website, we have life that is created in a moment, in a minute, in a second, in 10 minutes. And that's what we constantly have to renew and change and embrace. And it's very, very exciting. The greatest career risk was really, I guess, going on TV. I've been with Asia's Next Top Model for 4 seasons in a row. That was a huge career risk, which I didn't actually take on myself. I was actually propelled to do it by my publisher, by my then publisher, who really wanted me to be in front of the TV and to really promote BAZAAR via this other medium, which I was very unfamiliar with. You're talking to a very, very different audience. BAZAAR is an audience that's very sophisticated and she's of a certain mindset, and she's obviously a woman who's very interested in fashion. Whereas on TV, when you're talking to 17 million people out there, you have to be very, I guess, embracing of all different creeds and races and religions and sects. And I had to speak in a very different way, and I learned from season to season, from year to year, how I had to address my audience. And some people know me as Kenny Boy, and I know if they know me as Kenny Boy, it's via social media and via TV. And you know, it's great, and they're your fans and they love what you do, but it's a different reality on TV. And people who know me as Kenneth Goh in the magazine know me in a different reality as well. And people who know me as Ken in my personal life know me in a different reality as well. So it's about having to wear different hats all the time. Juggling these three and understanding that you're talking to different audiences all the time. And most importantly is to be authentic. I think BAZAAR will grow to be a brand, and it really is a brand that lives on many, many platforms. And ironically, TV was something that I was very hesitant to do, and now we're doing it all the time with IG stories, with Facebook Live, with our own videos. So all of us are exposed to different mediums, and we have to perform on all these different mediums. And that's another word that I use right now. It's perform. Okay. You know, you have to perform. You have to be an ambassador, and everyone on the team needs to be an ambassador. So we're kind of on show, and we're kind of like show ponies all the time. we are entertainers. Now we're entertainers previously in print. Now we're entertainers on your mobile. We're entertainers on your TV screen. You know, we're entertainers in every sphere of your life. And we hope you love us as much as you love us in every medium. We did the RuPaul Drag Race Superstars when it came down to Singapore, and I took a chance to feature them in a magazine, and this was, I guess, something that could be seen as quite controversial, but because I know that it has such a wide reach, because I know that the show has become mainstream, that I think it's important for brands, I think it's important for a magazine like Singapore to be seen as all-embracing, and I certainly want to do that in my role as an editor-in-chief. If you can bring a certain thought process and break down certain boundaries, however little they are, even if it's a sartorial boundary of putting a man in women's clothing, then great. I think glamour has become a lot more fluid. As I said, you know, and I still maintain that Helmut Newton and Guy Boudin, I mean, they're photographers that still influence all the current, you know, top photographers today in the world, and they will continue to do so forever and ever and ever in perpetuity, because their idea of glamour, they made it so incredibly delicious. They made it so incredibly rich. And if you think about it, it's all very color saturated. Even if it's black and white, it's very saturated, it's very intense. And that intense sexuality, that intense desire, you know, in the imagery that they produce, we still want it. We still want to be desired. We still want to be sexy. We still want to look rich and powerful in however we want to manifest it. We still want to have that sense of being. So I think a magazine in this paper, in this glossy, this is what we can provide to people. This hyper-real, hyper-sexualized imagery. But of course, there's a certain relaxed casualness in fashion nowadays. And that's also something to be embraced. And so we have this nice melody that's going through fashion today. And I think as an editor, you can't deny that social media plays a huge role in this. You know, and social media is very real. It's very much about the instant Instagram moment. And we have the platforms to celebrate that. So I think as we move along with time, let's really concentrate on each product and make it as strong as it can be in that platform.
I feel that I'm a very, I'm very active in social media. I'm on Instagram. I call myself an influencer.
Right.
I think I can be on the cover of the magazine.
Well, you know, never say never. We put Kim Kardashian on the magazine here with her husband, and that's something that I would never have considered in the past. Because, you know, fashion does change, and in all its realms, you know, there might be a man as a woman as a man, a girl who has 80 million Instagram followers, and she's a huge influencer, and we really are a reflection of our times. So that's the most important thing. I don't ever want to be prehistoric. I really want to be current.
So when do you think an Asian panda can be on the cover in Sure?
I think, yeah, let's save that for the next 15 years.
All right, thank you so much, Kenneth.
Thank you, Adriel. That was really fun talking to you.